fluctuations of global politics. And by the way, as far as the relationship between the United States and China is concerned, we do not need to cross borders, we do not need to use seas. We have a common border. As for energy from Russia, it is in fact limitless. If we can see the relationship of the United States and China, I think the United States needs to give it a thought. They have spoiled the relationship with Russia by imposing continuously sanctions, and it has a negative impact eventually on them. So the entire world is thinking whether dollar is worth using, considering that the United States, for political reasons, restricts.
The BRICS nations have unveiled a new currency. This is a significant development. It has the potential to reshape the global financial system. The new currency is backed by a basket of commodities. This is designed to provide stability and challenge the dominance of the US dollar. The move has been met with mixed reactions. Some experts see it as a natural evolution of the global economy. Others view it with suspicion. They fear it could lead to instability and conflict. The success of the new currency remains to be seen. However, it is a clear sign of the shifting balance of power in the world. The BRICS nations are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They represent a significant portion of the global population and economy. Their combined economic power is growing. This makes them a force to be reckoned with on the world stage. The introduction of a new currency is a bold move. It is a sign of their ambition to challenge the existing order. The US dollar has been the world's reserve currency for decades. This has given the United States enormous economic and political power. However, this dominance is now being challenged. The BRICS currency is a direct threat to the dollar's hegemony. The dollar's decline is due to a number of factors. These include the rise of emerging economies, the US's growing national debt, and its use of sanctions as a foreign policy tool. The BRICS nations have long been critical of the dollar-centric system. They argue that it is unfair and gives the US too much power. The new currency offers an alternative. It could potentially reduce the world's reliance on the dollar. This would have far-reaching consequences. It could lead to a more multipolar world order. In such a world, power is more evenly distributed among nations. This would be a major shift in the geopolitical landscape. The conflict between Iran and Israel is a long-standing one. It is a source of instability in the Middle East. This conflict has the potential to escalate. This could draw in other countries, including the BRICS nations. Iran is a close ally of Russia and China. Both countries have economic and strategic interests in the region. They are unlikely to stand idly by if Iran is attacked. Israel, on the other hand, is a close ally of the United States. The US has pledged to defend Israel. This creates a complex web of alliances. It increases the risk of a wider conflict. The introduction of the BRICS currency adds another layer of complexity. It could potentially be used to circumvent US sanctions. This would undermine US efforts to pressure Iran. It could also embolden Iran. This could make a conflict more likely. The situation is delicate and requires careful diplomacy to avoid a disastrous escalation. The BRICS nations are not a monolithic bloc. They have different interests and priorities. However, they are united by a common desire for a more multipolar world. They see the existing order as unfair. They want to create a system that is more equitable and gives them a greater voice. The introduction of a new currency is a sign of their growing assertiveness. It is a challenge to the established powers. This could lead to increased tensions and competition between the BRICS nations and the West. It could also lead to greater cooperation among the BRICS nations themselves. The BRICS nations are a microcosm of the emerging multipolar world. This world is characterized by shifting alliances, increased competition, and the potential for both conflict and cooperation. The way in which the BRICS nations manage their differences and pursue their interests will have a significant impact on the shape of the New World Order. Section 5. Sachs and Wolf. contrasting views on a new economic order. Jeffrey Sachs and Richard Wolff are two prominent economists. They have different views on the BRICS currency and its potential impact. I am more optimistic. I see it as a positive step towards a more balanced global economy. The current system is unsustainable. It is based on the dominance of the US dollar. This gives the US an unfair advantage. I believe that a more multipolar system would be fairer. It would benefit developing countries. Wolff here, and I am more skeptical. I believe it could lead to greater instability and inequality. The BRICS currency is unlikely to solve the underlying problems of the global economy. These problems include inequality, poverty, and climate change. I think these problems require a more fundamental transformation of the economic system. The debate between Sachs and Wolff highlights the complexities of the global economy. It also shows the different perspectives on how to create a more just and sustainable world. Section 6. China's shadow looms. Large over BRICS. China is the largest and most powerful of the BRICS nations. It plays a dominant role within the group. China's rise is one of the most significant geopolitical developments of the 21st century. It has the potential to reshape the global order. China's influence within BRICS is evident in the group's economic and political agenda. China is a strong advocate for free trade and investment. It is also a vocal critic of the West's foreign policy. China sees BRICS as a platform to promote its own interests. It also sees it as a way to counter Western influence. I argue that China's role in BRICS is constructive. I believe that China is committed to working with other countries to create a more just and equitable world. However, others are more wary of China's intentions. They fear that China is seeking to create a new world order. This new order would be dominated by China. Section 7. Towards a new world order. The unveiling of the BRICS currency is a sign of the times. It is a symptom of the shifting balance of power in the world. The old order, dominated by the West, is crumbling. A new order is emerging. This new order is more multipolar. It is characterized by the rise of new powers, such as China and India. The new world order is still taking shape. It is unclear what form it will ultimately take. However, one thing is certain. The world is entering a period of profound change. This period of change will be marked by both challenges and opportunities. The BRICS nations are at the forefront of this change. Their actions will have a significant impact on the shape of the New World Order. The world is watching closely to see how they will use their newfound power and influence. Section 8. Conclusion. A world on the brink. The world is at a crossroads. The old order is collapsing. A new order is struggling to be born. The BRICS currency is a symbol of this transition. It is a sign of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The future is uncertain. However, one thing is clear. The world is becoming increasingly multipolar. The BRICS nations are playing a key role in this process. Their actions will help to determine the fate of the world. The introduction of the BRICS currency is a bold move. It remains to be seen whether it will succeed. However, it is a clear sign that the BRICS nations are determined to shape the new world order. The world is watching with bated breath. This is Africa Social Intellect, your premier destination for thought-provoking discussions and insightful perspectives on the vibrant and diverse African community and beyond. Our dedication extends beyond conversations. In recognizing the importance of security, we provide essential information to help safeguard vulnerable nations. From navigating local challenges to assisting these vulnerable nations against imperialistic threats, we stand as a beacon of awareness and resilience. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, follow us and share this reliable news source. We hope you enjoy the news, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.